What up, what up, what up, y'all? You know what time it is. It's Royal Mark, aka Giovanni from the Seattle Side Show. That's my main channel. I run a podcast based in Seattle where I interview people, talk about travel stuff domestically, and just all around city culture. I'm a social skills enthusiast, and I've lived in several different major cities such as Cleveland, Birmingham, Atlanta, Charlotte, North Carolina, and the entire West Coast, from the Canadian border in Washington State to San Diego and the Mexican border. So, bit of background for me. I'm the ultimate nerd. Look on my channel right now. You see corny. You see quote unquote corny. I don't give a bulldog on whip. I got anime stuff on there. I got gaming stuff on there. I got visual novel stuff on there. I'm a Japanese otaku, however you want to classify it. I don't care. Yes, I'm corny and I'm lame. If y'all looking to hate, that's who I am, and I'm proud of it because looking at it in retrospect, all that brought me to this path in life, to traveling, to leaving my hometowns of like Cleveland and Atlanta, where I was ostracized and looked down upon for being that way. And I went to Seattle, I went to San Francisco, I went to San Diego, and I'm like, this is normal. People do inquisitive stuff. People are into other things in life. It's not wrong to be this way. But that's a whole different topic. But long story short, I've been in SYSBM technically since I was a kid because all the black girls looked at me like, oh, he's corny, he's lame, he's reading Harry Potter and not talking about the latest Lil Wayne album or whatever it may be. But we all know that story. So since a young kid, my first crush was a mixed girl. So since a young kid, that's all I've known was non-black women. But y'all, I'm here to talk about this. I made a part 1 video on flights aren't as expensive as you think they are. People talking that craziness, oh man, flights are expensive, but you spend $300 round trip from Boston to LA or vice versa, and going to Europe is only $200 to $300 more. But we covered that already. So I'm actually on Airbnb right now. So before I even start, if I sound a little tired or fatigued, it's because I'm real fervent, y'all, and I'm real passionate about this topic, okay? As someone that's traveled just domestically and know what traveling can do and how it can open your eyes as a black man from all perspectives. Women, culture, everything. But anyways, let's talk about this for a minute. Let's say you live in Kansas City. Let's say you live in Jacksonville, Florida. Let's say you live in Minneapolis, Minnesota, Phoenix, Arizona. A medium cost of living city. Even with a roommate, you talking $600-700. Tell me I'm lying. Get your butt on Craigslist. Look it up. Okay? And that's on the cheap side, to be real with you. To be real with you, 600 is like cheap. That's even in Minneapolis. That's like, you can find it. Yeah, you can find it, but still, you most likely, I want to say about 700. Okay. Now let's say you're in Tacoma, Washington. Let's say you're on the outskirts of LA. Let's say you're in the outskirts of Miami, Boston, DC. Y'all know, you see where I'm going with this? That's $800-900 for a roommate. Now you can find 700, but it can easily be 800-900. Let's keep that 100. And if you really want a nice spot, you want a spot in the city center, you're talking $1,000 with a roommate. So, and one more thing, and don't even get me started on if you want to move to a different city. They want first and last month rent. So you got to do whatever that number was times 2 or 3. Now, let's do, and that's 30 days, all right? Let's look up, okay? Let's look up Prague in the Czech Republic. We here live on Airbnb. This is Giovanni, aka Royal Mark. I'm sorry if that sounds kind of weird. I'm used to a more interview style type thing for my podcast. But let's say we do dates, okay? Let's say April. Let's say no. Let's next. Let's say next. Let's say in March. By the way, my birthday's March 1st. Let's say we do March. Let's say I want to do a birthday vacation type thing, and I'm like, oh man, how much is it for a whole month, y'all? This is 30 doggone days in Europe. Look at this. Look at this. Your own spot, entire apartment. So you mean a dog? I'm getting heated thinking about it, y'all. We brothers need to wake up. So you mean to tell me that you can spend this amount of money in the States, and that's if you live in a cheap city, with a doggone roommate for $700, $800, and then you still gotta commute to work. You still gotta get your butt on the doggone bus, get your butt on the doggone light rail, Uber or Lyft. Don't get me started on that. How much that's gonna cost over time? $15 one way, $15 back. But you can't get your butt, but $750. 700. What is that in? That's in euros. Yeah, 700 euro. That's about. It's about the same. God, that's weird. This isn't supposed to be in euros. It's supposed to be in US dollars. But y'all get the point. It ain't that much of a difference. Okay. Same thing. Let's do Krakow, Ukraine. That's like a college. It's like a lot of college. It's kind of like a college town, medium-sized city in Ukraine. Look at this. 30 days. 618. And this is your own spot. Look at this one, 563. This is your own spot. Your own whole nice apartments. Okay? City center. Look at this. 618. City center. Look at that. 573 a month. Okay. Now let's go a little more expensive. Now here y'all, oh, well, that's in Eastern Europe. That ain't like that in Western Europe. What if I want to go to Berlin or something? Okay. Look at them prices, way more expensive, but check this out. If you're really conscious about spending that, look, here we go. Then you can't have your own place. Get you a private room. Okay, you can't get your own crib, but you can still get you a doggone spot. And if you really want to be doggone picky and be like, well, I want my own spot and then it's too expensive, and you making that doggone excuse, okay, then look, take your doggone butt there for 2 weeks instead. You don't got to go for a whole month, but 14 whole days in doggone Europe, opening your eyes, different experiences in women and all that stuff that y'all sitting on YouTube ranting about. Look at these totals. Okay, some of that stuff I ain't messing with. That's 7, 9. Okay, but look, I'm seeing 300s. Like, you can, from period point blank, you can find it. 400. Now you look 289. Now you spending less. Now, okay, you might not be on the city doggone center, but that's still a good doggone trip. And now it's cheaper than the month option. London, one of the most expensive doggone cities in Europe. Probably the most, from my research. Norway and all that. But look, same deal. 329. Let's hit the price down. Let's say you want to do under 400 euros. And by the way, y'all, euros and US dollars is pretty much the same. It ain't that much of a they're doing that by the night. Whatever, let's just say 40. It ain't that big of a difference. I think the euro is a bit more. I think it's like 25-50% more than the US dollar. But whatever. But the bottom line, y'all, you can make it work even in London. And that's if you an expensive ass city like London. You go up to Manchester, that shit gonna drop. You don't gotta be in no London. And one master teacher, he's a one master teacher. He's one of the best black man traveling overseas channels we got. He vouches for non-London cities in England anyway, because the women in London similar to the U.S. I mean, England is similar to the U.S. where girls, they on that feminism and all that. So he vouches for cities outside of London anyway. But look at this. I mean, then don't be in London, y'all. Like, I don't want to hear it's like, come on now. The main reason I'm showing this to y'all is, look, This accommodation stuff ain't as expensive as you think. And I get so tired of hearing black men talk that, just Americans in general, but I'm more passionate about the black man specifically because this stuff ain't. Get your flight ticket, $200-$300 more. Instead of spending it on a new pair of Jordans every 2-3 months, a new pair of shoes, a new outfit, spending $60 on the new 2K or the new Call of Duty or the new Madden, because we know that's what most of y'all play. Y'all don't be playing variety. Y'all don't like variety in your video games. That's a different topic. Okay, don't mean to sound judgmental, but let's just be real. Most of the black community, that's what we play. All right, $60 on a new game, $30 a week on snacks and junk food you don't need, stopping at McDonald's, Burger King, whatever. So add that up, 30. Wait, does it get that calculator? No, it doesn't. Okay, I have a calculator up. But 30. Damn. I'm just gonna do this in here. Let's say you spend 30 a week plus, let's do that times 4. It's 4 months in a week. Okay. You do the math on that. 30, 69, that's $120 a month on snacks. And then plus that new game you bought. Let's just say it was only $45. And then you spend more money. Let's say you going out for drinks every weekend. That's 20. Let's say you spend only 20 the whole weekend. You spend $20, and that's low for most Americans, most of us. But you do that times 4, 2, 4, 6, 8. That's $80 a month. Look at them numbers, y'all. There's a difference in your flight ticket right there. There goes. And people talk about, flight tickets are expensive. You fly from New York to Texas to visit your family on holidays or birthdays for $300, $400. There's your difference to get to Europe. You looking at it between your video games and your snacks and your other luxuries you spend. And I don't want to sound like an asshole. I'm not saying everyone does this, but I'm just saying, even me, y'all, I do it. I buy me a video game every now and then, or a new manga to read or something. So I'm just being real. I'm trying to put this in perspective. But we seen some rooms just now right here on Airbnb. This total I got right here, and let's throw in your Uber and your Lyft to get to the club and get back, or gas money. And let's just be super generous. Let's say $50 a month. Boom. This total right here was rooms for 2 weeks or something. We just looked at it. You mean some of that in Prague? If you can get a room for 600 euros for the month in 2 weeks, this total right here, that's your room. At least, even if you took a 14-day trip. So I don't want to hear this stuff about it's expensive to travel. No, it's not. Oh, well, Giovanni, we need food and all that. What we gonna do? Go there and starve? Again, you spend money and stuff on snacks and Starbucks and pop, and you know how black people love their Coca-Cola and their... Okay? And you know what $20 gets you? Let's say you spend $20 a week on soft drinks. 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. $80. Now let's say you wanted to go to even Poland. That's a bit more quote unquote modern for Eastern Europe. Alright. Let's see what that $80 that you spending on pop and coffee, which you can get in Poland. 300 doggone zloty. Do y'all know that you can live you can do a month worth of food for that cost in Poland? That's a month of groceries. Look it up. Now let's put in something. Let's say like Ukraine, where we looked up Kharkiv, or what was that? That one city in Ukraine, the college one. Kharkiv, I think. I'm not Ukrainian. I don't know how to pronounce that. Let's look this up. 2,000. Look at that. Look at the conversion rate. $1 is 25 of their currency. Look at that, y'all. And that's what you spend. So I don't want to hear that excuse either about the food. And right now I've got my hands up, but y'all can't see me. I don't want to hear that excuse. What's left, y'all? Like, I'm sitting here, I'm running the numbers with y'all. What's left? And y'all, I'm not sitting here to sound combative or like I know it all. I hadn't even traveled overseas. I ordered my passport as soon as 2020 hit. Yes, I did. But I haven't been overseas. But I'm like passionate of trying to get us actually out here traveling. Because I see all these channels. We sitting here, we ranting and we talking and we're hyping 2, 3, 4 hour BGS even more. O'Shea Duke Jackson calls of us ranting and talking and debating about black women and all this stuff. Okay, that's informative, that's inquisitive, and I love them dudes. I love listening to them. I tune in almost every night. But I want to start seeing some footage of dudes overseas. Like, okay, yeah, I'm ranting and I'm talking. Let's talk about the problems and stuff going on in America. But by the way, y'all, I'm actually sitting here in Ukraine right now. That's what I want. That's what I want for us, y'all. I'm serious about this SYSBM. All my money is going towards starting. Because I got some business plans I'm doing with this podcast and with my future YouTube stuff. But yeah, y'all, that's mainly what I wanted to hit on, y'all. But before I go, let me check the euro conversion rate. I see those rooms were like, what, 650? There were a lot more than, y'all gonna look back and be like, see, there were, let's see. Oh, wait, no, sorry. Okay, so we lose a little bit, but like I said, it's about the same. Yeah, it's about the same. So yeah, them rooms that we were looking at, like I said, it's about the same. A little bit more, but like $20. Of what I was thinking. But yeah, y'all, this is Royal Mark, aka Giovanni. I'm looking forward to making more clips like this for us. Let's get serious about this SYSBM. It's not just talking. All right. See y'all later.